Hi, good morning, everyone. This is JC or Calamity Jane in this YouTube realm. I wanted to get on this morning and introduce myself while I was feeding and watering my chickens to do my introduction. I am a part of the GLP-1 GIP community, and I've just been introduced to a group of just wonderful individuals. And so with the encouragement from Miss Hargerine Annette and also Joe at Sleep and Slim Down Journey, they really encouraged me to do a video so I can introduce myself to everyone. So I figured today was as good a day as any. I am a type 1 diabetic. I was first diagnosed with diabetes around the age of 14 and have lived with and managed my diabetes for over 30 years. And so in July, was speaking to my doctor. You know, he really encouraged me to get control of my weight. And yes, I was doing the portion control and all the different things on my own. I was not as active as I wanted to be, just being tired all the time, etc. Right? And so, reluctantly, because I had been offered Trulicity over 2 years ago, and then even over a year ago, my endocrinologist suggested I get on one of these, and I was just very, very reluctant to do so. I'll introduce you to my birds here in a second. And so, seeing that my weight was creeping up into the 290s, and that I was experiencing issues just again with the fatigue and slowing down. He said, let's try it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to take it. Continue taking it. So I was like, okay, let's do this. So July 16th, prior to that, because I am type 1 and was not able to get on Mounjaro, just because that's only, FDA only approves that for type 2, and so I did go the Zepbound route, both being a Tirzepatide. That was fine with me, and so I am on Zepbound. I started at 2.5 on July 16th, and I am now currently in week 9. I was on 2.5 for the 4 weeks, and then got on 5.0, and I've been on 5.0. Still on 5.0. My starting weight was 288.4 when I started on July 16th, and I'm currently at 266.8. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. So since being in the community on YouTube, I've been introduced to just a lot of, it's funny, the cross sections of communities that are out there, following people, of course, on the GLP-1s and the GIP, and then that leads to following people in the cruise community, following people in the chicken community, the crochet community, all the things. So it's a really fun and wonderful world. So, if and when I choose to do more videos, you will probably see a lot of my chickens in them. Often when I'm listening to other influencers or creators, I am out here with the girls, so they know and recognize your voices. Chickens are pretty impressive, their ability to recognize faces, sounds, and voices, so they would probably recognize you if you showed up. Anyway, a fun fact on my chickens, I have 27 of them. They are named after Grey's Anatomy characters, so you have my rooster right there, who is Owen. That's wonderful, Owen. And then you have my rooster over here, who's actively crowing, and his name is Mark. And if you watch the show, he behaves very much like Mark did on the show. And then my various other girls, and here you can see he's trying to escape. And so this should be fun, because that is barbed wire, and I really don't want him to get hurt. I did do I have a hen that is currently not out here. Her name is Jo. So there you go, Jo. She has been broody, I think 6 times since the spring. And broody is just when they get into the mood and they want to hatch eggs. And so, she has been broody, yeah, about 6 times this year. So she's kind of hiding out, doing her thing. I have not given her any eggs to lay on, but they are very much persistent. And so I just let her do her thing, even though she is literally sitting on 0 eggs right now. Anyway, I did a hatch in April, or that hatched in April. Had 5 little chicks running around for a while that produced the 2 roosters that I introduced you to. And then these 2 lovely birds, that is a Barred Rock Marin mix. That one there is the rooster was a Barred Rock, and the eggs came from different hens. And so that is either the one on the left there is a Barred Rock with a little bit of cinnamon queen in them. And then the one behind is my very special chicken. Has features of the roosters, tends to crow once every 45 days, but in every other way acts and behaves as a hen. So not sure, we'll see what happens. Though they're interested in the nest, none of the ones that hatched in April have laid yet. They are at 22 weeks. So any day now, they should be hatching some eggs. And so that's the story of the lovely little hatchlings there from April. And then at the feeder, you see, again, one of the other little hatchlings from April. All of these others are some of my older girls. I'm sure we'll get introductions one by one. There you see Sydney and Addison. Again, there's Owen. Behind the fence is Stephanie. And then you have Karina. There's Karina. There's Sophia. And then you have Stephanie and Lexi. In front, you have, I believe that should be Amelia. And then you have Arizona. Oh, and actually, that was actually Olivia. So that one there. And there is Lexi. And then Stephanie is that one. This is April, Adele. This one here is going to be Helm. Then you have Christina. Then you have Izzy. Oh, actually, that's Miranda, Izzy, Christina. And this is Cassie, or Callie. This is Callie here. Callie is about to try to jump on me. And then you have beautiful Catherine. You have Zola. And then you have Maggie. Maggie is the last of my Delawares. Her sister was the Grey's Anatomy namesake, Meredith, but Meredith passed away a few months ago. Of my new girls, I've named this one Jules. And then the new girl, there's Ellis right there. And then this one right here is, she's the Marin mix, and this is Simone. So, and again, there's Mark. My mystery bird, if it's a boy, a rooster, I'm going to go with Alex. And if it's a girl, I'm going to go with Kai. So that is my mystery bird. So this is the area. Again, y'all will get to meet Joe later, because Joe is currently in the house sitting on a nest of empty eggs. But yeah, me again, JC Calamity Jane here. I appreciate each of you in the GLP1 GIP community, and it's good to meet you all. Bye-bye. So I'm going to take y'all to inside the coop, because I realized I did not introduce one other girl, and you can also meet Joe. This is my walking / spider web stick. Oftentimes I look like I'm blessing or doing an enchantment, but I am clearing spider webs, because I don't like walking into spider webs. And based on I have ring cameras everywhere, outside the coop, and unfortunately, based on the ring cam, I'm pretty confident there is a spider hanging out. Ooh, ooh. Inside the coop. Yeah, I don't like spiders. Snakes I love. Give me a snake any day. I will hold it, become its best friend, all of the above. But spiders I just don't do. Anyway, so this is the coop. Sorry for the mess, but it's a chicken coop. Clean it out about once a week or so. Like I said, there was a spider on here. It may have curled itself up. So that's Adele. They always like to check me out when I'm in here. I'm always curious as to what I'm doing and everything. Sorry you had to see that. But, you know, it's chicken life. Like I said, there was a spider, but I guess it rolled itself up and did what it's going to do. So, let me introduce you to some of the girls that did not come out. So, that's Joe. And that is very much a broody hen. They puff up. They get really, really warm underneath. They get pretty protective. But I'm letting her out because she needs to eat. And broody hens will sit on their eggs and in their spot for a long time. And sometimes not eat. And then in there is beautiful Teddy. And she just laid her egg. So there you go. And that's Teddy. And again, this is little Miss Joe here. I'm going to kick her out so she can go eat. And there she goes. And everybody stares at her funny. So see y'all again. I just wanted to make sure y'all met those two. Bye-bye.